Can you turn the Sims down, baby? I had my music on, so I didn't even notice that her audio was on. Can you mute them, babe? Thank you. My baby is home with me today. So, well, clearly she's not a baby if she's playing The Sims, right? Y'all, I've been doing these videos with you guys for like how many years now? I have a really hard time with being seen, and this includes me seeing myself. So I don't really watch back or listen back to any of my stuff because it like freaks me out. I'm more of a let me just jump out there and do this person. But something inspired me to like just go look, probably retrograde because it's a review, but to just go look at my stuff and the progress I've made and just get an idea of what I want to do going forward. Yeah, if I had been checking my videos, I would notice that the recording never stops, never starts. Exactly when I start speaking. I've been saying hello, fellow humans, as my introduction for like 3 years, and that shit ain't even on there. I looked at the videos and I'm like, yo, it looks like I just start talking in the middle of stuff. And oh my gosh, it's 2024. And my webcam looks like it's like the 90s. This is the upgraded version. I made it HD, y'all. So maybe that's where this message is going today, because this is absolutely a channel message. Last time, y'all gave me the freedom to just take y'all down a rabbit hole with me and stuff. And I've actually been doing that with the lessons this week. So I'm going to just do a channel message today. And maybe it does have to do with the review. Because after seeing that, I actually moved my tripod and my lights somewhere else. I got a new phone because I didn't have a choice. Like it broke on my birthday, right? But it's going to be way easier to record and do the other stuff I had in mind. Maybe I needed the motivation through seeing how messed up something was. The reason that I actually don't look at my stuff, and I had to like meditate on that, like Aisha, why don't you watch your stuff back? Even when I do music, when I'm recording, I'll just ask whoever the engineer is, like, hey, if it sounds good to you, it sounds good to me. I don't want to hear it back. Like I have a hard time hearing my voice, and that's probably something I need to get over. But I'm like, why is that? Because I get analysis paralysis. I will pick it apart till I don't even want to do it anymore. Like a perfectionist problem. But the answer to that is not avoidance. It is not the way I've been going about this. So I guess that's growth. So there will be some major changes around here. I don't know when, and I don't know how, but I know something starting right now. So speaking of that, I'm going to use this marble deck today. This is actually my poopsis, my oldest daughter. Oh, and I need to tell y'all this because this is freaking hilarious, right? Just in, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with this because all things go together. And even when I don't know, I am being led or saying something for a reason. I am doing or saying it for a reason. Even possibly when my videos are cut off. I don't know, that's just really gonna haunt me for a long time. So my oldest daughter has had her gifts for a good couple years now. Like she immediately like hopped in there. My middle baby is turning 18. Crazy, right? Me like my baby, but it's like a whole 18-year-old about to happen. She's just coming into hers. My littlest one was born with her gifts on, right? So as I have told y'all, I had a spirit hubby, right? Astral body of a human that's like with me all the time. And clearly he was there before I knew he was there because he was there before my gifts came on. And even now, like I'll be going through something and then he'll bring up some like childhood memory. And I'm like, what the fuck? But he's been there the whole time and I didn't know he was there. But as of late, I'm like, I got work to do. I cannot play with you. It's like having an imaginary friend. Like, no, make your human show up. I'm not doing this. Like, I'm tired because we've been talking at night and I don't have time, right? So keep in mind, this works like I don't know if you've seen American Horror Story. There's a character named, oh, what the hell is her name? Olive, Lavender, Olivia. I don't know. It's something purple. I have to look it up. Is it Lavender? I'm probably gonna tee hee hee once I see the name. Tate's girlfriend, American Horror Story. Thanks, algorithm, for knowing exactly. Violet. See, I said lavender. Either way, so her and him are stuck in this house because they died in that house. They have to hang out together forever. They got to be friends. Who else we going to talk to, right? Until she finds out that let's call it raped. He assaulted her mother in his ghost form. So she's like, "Right, I can't even rock with you no more. You can't be out here raping my mama." So she blocked him. Now keep in mind, they're still stuck in this house together. They got to be there every day, but she like has him on like blinder. She can't see him, and the whole time he's like, "Talk to me, please. You're the only one here. You're the only one that can hear me. Stop ignoring me." Right? That's what I've been doing. I'm just like, right. So you show up. If you have the power to do all of this, you can show up. I'm not doing this no more, right? As soon as I finish this statement, my littlest one comes in here singing at the top of her lungs. Because clearly, what happened is I closed my ear chakras, but nobody else does. He's not gone. It's just I can't hear him. She comes in here and she's like, "No one, no one." And I'm like, "What?" It's the Alicia Keys song. No one is going to get in the way of what I'm feeling, right? So I heard that and I'm like, all right, clearly she's just picking up on the sound or whatever. I can just still bypass that. My oldest daughter comes in this morning and she was like, "Mom, did you get any like spiritual legal paperwork blocking your soul husband?" I was like, "No, I didn't go through all that. I don't really like not want to talk to him. I just don't want to do the 5D thing anymore. Like I don't want to end up in a war just only talking to him because like, right?" So he says that he has legal rights here and you have not filed anything because technically this is his family, so he will continue to remain. So now my daughter has to deal with him because I'm not. So, all right, somehow uh, there are legal rules or grounds to particular people that are connected to other lives, even if you're in a whole different timeline or storyline here. For instance, in my case, usually this person's soul is the person that I had my children with, my family with. In this life, we weren't talking because we got in a fight like 100 years ago. So he's been like, well, before he got unblocked, he was blocked that whole time. So I actually like had the kids with somebody else. We usually have 7. So technically, these are still the same souls of the same children that I have all the time. So they are his children. So now I got my other kids like, "Hey, there's this guy in our dream that says he's our dad." And this is like on a regular basis now. And there's nothing I can do about it, right? So just throwing that out there for you guys. Sometimes somebody is in your life or in your energy or in your field or something because there's something spiritual. There's a whole spiritual court going on here. There are laws and there are things you have to do. Saturn is a contract in the rest of your natal chart uh, contains like the clauses and the breakdowns of these contracts. It turns out that it does not matter if he hasn't physically shown up yet because it was already a contract. I was like, isn't there like a window for this or something? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is for that, guys. I just know right now I was in a limbo of sorts. And I'm getting that I'm not the only one. It's like if there is a legal contract, that person still has the right to, what is it like, tap in, opt in, if you agree to it originally. If you made the deal before you got here and this person starts acting up this life, it's like the ex that won't go away, but it's like you sort of don't want them to go away. You just want them to get better. So if you are having recurring dreams or you feel like this person is like on your mind and they won't get out of your mind, it's because of their oversoul. It's because of whatever agreements you had. Sometimes the human doesn't line up with it right away, but their soul is always somewhere out there like, talk to me, you're the only one that can see me. Which leads to why I'm using this Marvel thing. This is my daughter's deck. She's really into Marvel and all sorts of things like that. And when I went to go start this, I had the Marvel deck right here and my archetype deck. And then this Chronicles of Destiny. And I don't usually use those for these readings. So let's freaking do it, guys. What message was I called here to deliver today? My little webcam. Her cards are all like crisp. I guess she doesn't have to use them as much as me. And ain't that a bitch? The first, gotta look around because I mean, it does not matter if I'm ignoring, the signal still comes through. I've been actually like trying, besides when I was just listening to music, I've been trying not to listen to music because it doesn't matter. It's like he works in waves. Like I'll be listening to a whole different set of music and then a country song or something and trying to convey a message will come in, which is what I think just happened here as I'm trying to talk to y'all and do my job. Because who comes up? Deadpool, the reluctant hero. And in this case, he's the fool. So who is that song by? Jumping out the window just started playing in my head. I don't remember who it's by. But it's by the same dude who sung like, is that singing? Pop Champagne? I just want to always give people their credit. Even for jumping out the window. Ron Browse definitely would have never remembered that. So jumping out the window is the message that I got called here for. And the card next to that is actually the Phoenix, guys. I've been posting about the Phoenix ritual for the last 2 days, but the Phoenix is like the resurrection, like the one that's risen from the darkness. It doesn't mean that they are dark now. It's like they've turned that shit into firepower. They like literally the fuel, the charcoal has been lit. So this is given new beginnings energy. Clarification on Deadpool. Somebody's answering the call. That's the message. Let me show y'all Deadpool ass again. You see he has bag packed and he has a sword over his shoulder. I guess that's in case he gotta like cut through anything on his way. But no, him having a bag is like he only brought what was necessary for this because it all got burnt up during this Phoenix phase. This person's intention is to jump, but to have like the universe catch them and then they rise into power. Isn't that what we all want though? Like, dear God, if I do this one thing, if I just jump out there, can it please go in my favor? So who is this message for? Who is this message for? And then we're gonna actually go in. I'm gonna use that Marvel energy as the basis. I just saw a writer across the bottom. All right, let's get into it, folks. So I have a couple of videos to do today. Joyfully, gleefully. So, told you I saw a writer, right? But that's not the only writer thing. You see how that person has mail? Even though that one is technically networker, like somebody who connects different groups of people together. Unwritten just started playing in my head. This is someone deciding to take the pen in their hands for their own life. That's what that Fool and that rebirth is. So this is going to be all new, everything for this person. As far as energetically, like that's what's being called in for whoever this is for, this energy, like willing to try something new because the energy that you were sitting in was not it. It's like it was not moving, very stagnant. So the only way out of this stagnant energy was to just like grab whatever shit you could, like the most important things to you, like the valuable, run, jump, fly. This person is going to have like so much to share from the experience of everything that happened before this Deadpool thing. So this is somebody who doesn't want to be a hero, didn't necessarily like, didn't sign up for this shit at all. This person just wanted to have fun and enjoy their life, just walking around. That Fool energy is just you on your path and things pop up along the way. But the fact that it's this particular character on the Fool path is what makes a difference. Now going forward, whatever happened before this is like the dark lore, the story that led up to this person deciding to stand for something greater than themselves. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I said jumping out the window and like he's about to dive off. Look at his feet, guys. Like I will leave all of this other behind if it means that I get new, better stuff in the future. If it means that I'm better in the future. So everything that happened before now was to give this person a story that they can use as a backstory to motivate others once they turn into this new character. And the only thing new about this character is this character has decided to accept a calling. Now it's the Chronicles of Destiny, and that makes sense because because this is my like storyline deck. This tells you where you are on the hero's journey. And the Fool is the first step on the hero's journey. You can look up that trope. It's like a whole wheel that matches our astrological wheels, just telling you where you are in the circle of life, because it's literally like we're looking at circles. So what does this Fool or this person jumping into this journey need to know? Yo, let me tell y'all for a second. This is some scary shit. I know I'll be on here like real cool, real chill, like just doing my job because this is what I feel I've been asked to do. I I am on my own Deadpool mission, like literally, guys. About a month ago, I woke up out of my sleep, 3 o'clock in the morning as usual. That's how you know you out there doing some shit when it's 3 in the morning, right? And my mom was just singing, I don't want to do this anymore, which is a Rihanna song, right? But it had nothing to do with that because the next thing I know, I turned on Deadpool. Whatever mission I was doing in my sleep, I don't want no part of that. It must have been scary. This is scary. That you can get an answer to something, that I could say that I am feeling something. And then literally the hero card, you see that? The hero card pops out. I do this all the time and it's never like not amazing. I'm rocking with it because I got no choice. It's been put in front of my face. I can't deny reality, but it does not make it any more or any less scary as hell. So this person has been called into position in order to make up for what has been done in the past, for amnesty of some sort. You must turn your coal into a diamond. Maybe you're the diamond in the rough. Maybe you're Aladdin. Come on, street rat. There are people waiting for you to become Prince Aladdin, not Prince Ali. Prince Ali, you know what? This person probably was like Prince Ali before all this. Remember, Prince Ali just showed up as what he thought the people wanted to see, what he thought Jasmine wanted to see, who he thought he had to be in order to be respected. Remember, he had all the bells and whistles and all that stuff. And then Jasmine looked at him like, This ain't even you, player. The whole time she was skeptical when he came at her as Prince Ali. But when he came as Aladdin, just like his little bum self, this whole time Beggar has been sitting here. Hey, street rat. This is somebody who grew up from like the churches, right? So when she was hanging out with him as like the bum, she really liked him. Like, man, you cool. You like wake up every day and you go out there and get it. Whereas Prince Ali was just like, blah, blah, blah. Right? This person has to be like Aladdin if Aladdin was given royalty for all the times that you were poor or you saw people suffering or wished you had money to help them and all those things. Now that you are in a position of power where you can help other people, where you can be the hero, what are you going to use your networking and writing abilities to convey to the people? How are you going to be a hero going forward, right? Because the next thing was fellowship. And I got the ping to look up the meaning of fellowship because it's like something important in the meaning. Fellowship, friendly association, especially with people who share one's interests. What is the real meaning of fellowship? Companionship, company, a community, community of interests. Not the state of being a fellow. Gotta love these definitions, right? So no, this person is being asked to step up for a particular community. Guys, I think this goes back, even though has it been a week since I did that last one when I told y'all I was feeling like somebody who was like working on becoming a rapper or like downloading the consciousness of Tupac, like the ability to take current events and situations and topics that everybody wants to discuss and turning them into some sort of poem or rhyme or something that makes it acceptable to start discussing this, to voice the feelings of the people that aren't being voiced because everybody is not talking about that type of stuff right now. That's definitely a hero or a renegade. Renegade. Can I refer to a person as a renegade? I'm telling y'all, I'm just the conduit. Renegade. That's a Jay-Z song. That's what I was listening to when I just started this. I've been listening to Jay-Z all day. A person, renegade, a person who deserts and betrays an organization, country, or set of principles. Ooh, I like that. Traitor, a renegade. But this is like a renegade is a person who abandons the religious, political, or philosophical beliefs that he or she used to have and accepts opposing or different beliefs. Deadpool. Deadpool worked for a whole organization until he found out the organization was corrupt, and then his whole life goal after they killed his bitch. These niggas take it serious when you kill a bitch. But after that, like his whole goal was to take down the corporation that had essentially made him into the monster he became. That was not done on his own. So the next card underneath the fellowship, there's a resolution here. Because it's like there's already a plan, and I'm not gonna ignore the fact that it's a dude pulling the sword out the stone, which makes me think about King Arthur, which makes me think about the post I just made. Remember, I said they were targeting the ley lines, right? They were targeting the Archangel or Saint Michael ley line that goes through like Ireland and crap. Let me be specific because people want to know. But it is something about King Arthur with this ley line. So Saint Michael, let me pull it up on the screen so y'all can see, and I'm not just looking through my phone. That's so rude. Y'all want to see too. So hold on, what's up on my screen? You never know with me. Let me first. I be having no business, y'all. All up and stuff. So share screen. There we go. So you move my little cars over here. What the hell was that? Saint Michael. Saint Michael ley line. At least on my little crappy webcam, I can do this. I can share my screen. That's the main reason I was on here. Now y'all probably aren't even judging me because it's ugly. It's me judging me. That's that analysis paralysis. If you have any Virgo placements, you understand. So the Saint Michael ley line, and I'm zooming in my eyes, like goes through here, right? But I need to show y'all the heart chakra of Earth. Oh, don't look at my spelling. Don't look at anything. I'm just the conduit. Okay, the Earth chakra is up here, Glastonbury, and that has something to do with Arthur. Can I type in King Arthur? Ah, King Arthur. My mind is so much quicker than my hands or anything else. And here we go. The heart chakra in human energy systems is associated with love, compassion, and emotional balance. And in the planet, it's the same thing. Glastonbury, with his mythical connections to King Arthur and the Holy Grail. So no, they are targeting the bloodline and the heart of King Arthur. This person is like the antidote. Because, ooh, I just noticed something. There is, remember y'all, when y'all are learning to read, sometimes it's not even just the message on the card, it's the pattern. Every dude on here has what? You might not be able to see on that last one. So here's one. There's one that is in his hand. That's the one I was just talking about. Y'all can't see that. It's dark. Is it? It's above him. It's right there. It's right in front of his face. And it's over this one's shoulder. He ain't whipped it out yet. I gotta grow up. The sword of God. The sword of God against possibly, oh, this is dramatic, an establishment he used to work for. I've been getting in my sessions that that's the gag a lot. Like I have this one person that's a nurse and she didn't understand like why everything started shifting. But I'm like, baby, and I think I talked to y'all about this last time. You learned everything about the medical industry from behind the scenes. Now, when your super intelligence and your soul fills in, you're going to be able to point out things and gaps in the system and things that need to be fixed. That's what I'm getting off of this. This person is aware of the way that a certain system, oh, this again, because they were a networker. This person knows or can also put together dots about stuff that needs to be taken down. Corruption. A renegade. Didn't that feature in Eminem too? I don't even think I got to look that one up. I know some of my Jay-Z stuff. A renegade. Somebody outside of the establishment, like chopping their shit down. Because the other cards that were in here went along with the resolution, right? So this person, this group's next step is to pair with somebody. And I say that because there's this card now. Keep in mind, the card says masquerade, but this is just like an undercover meeting I'm feeling. Because look, both people have like mask on, and she's like making sure nobody knows what they're talking about. But then in the background, there's this dude like lurking. That's a secret meeting. But something about that setup, I'm feeling like this person needs to understand their mission. This is absolutely the strangest channel message I've ever done. It feels like it's very specific. One thing I do know is it's not my message. So therefore, The person who needs this will get it. Like y'all will pick up on it. And it will mean absolutely nothing to me because I'm just a channel. So King Arthur pulled the sword out the stone. He saved some stuff. And that sword was like able to slay anything. So Michael got a sword, y'all. I think King Arthur was Michael. To the Google. Come on, y'all. We're in this together. I'm fairly sure that Michael slays with a sword. Don't look at my right. The sword of Michael, known as the flame of death. That sounds lit. Ooh, ooh. I'm dramatic, y'all. Now I understand what's happening. Oh my goodness. See, so they tried to do some sort of ritual on Archangel Michael, but instead, what they did was woke him up. Mm, no one wants that smoke. So, Archangel Michael holding a flaming sword and the scales of justice in heaven, the angels kneel before Christ, representing the day of judgment. This is some apocalypse shit. You know what I was looking up earlier? I done got nervous. I started playing with my hair when I get nervous. I used to bite my nails when I'm trying to stop that, but nah, bro, it's going down. Basement. Uh, I was like, who is the white horse? And all I could find was Jesus on a white horse. But I keep getting the first time he came in peace, this time he comes as the beast. It's like your parent, if they tell you to clean your room, like he came in at 3 o'clock. I was like, okay, guys, let me show y'all how to clean the room. You do this and y'all just keep that up. All right, I'm gonna let y'all do it on your own now. And when I come back, if it's clean, we'll go like have a party or something. But if it's not, we're gonna have trouble. And he came back at 5 o'clock, 2 hours later. Y'all ain't did nothing outside of the stuff he did with y'all or showed y'all. Y'all haven't evolved or anything. So what happens now? Oh man, told y'all to clean up the room. Now I gotta come in here and clean it up. That's what that flaming sword and that representation of Judgment Day just said to me, and the fact that I was looking, and let me show y'all because I cannot make this up. I keep hearing white horse. It doesn't matter which way I look, I keep hearing about the white horse. I was concerned. I'm like, who is riding this? Should we be nervous? Screenshot from today. And what it looked like he's saying. And it says King of Kings. I like that. It's quirky. Right? That's like his other legions behind him. King of King and Lord of Lords is what's written in the background. But like he's on a white horse. There's a whole bunch of people behind him. I pulled Pegasus. When I was trying to figure out what's up with the white horse. Now I'm like, hold on, I gotta go through my screenshots because this reading is going. So guys, it's like there are two white horses actually. And that's what I saved this morning. I was just, it says the first white horse that arrives is Satan playing the role of Jesus during the tribulation. The second white horse, Jesus, returns as the King of Kings. There is no sign of, that's my daughter with water in the background. El Diablo here. And by the way, Satan is just the title. It passes on. Like they have a tournament in hell, like Mortal Kombat every millennia, every century or something. And whoever beats in like actual physical magical combat gets to be the Satan. So when you see Montero in his Call Me by Your Name video or Little Nas X, whatever his name is, right? And you see him take the crown off Satan at the end and put it on him. It's like a declaration, like I am going for this role in the next tournament. This is not that unless because this phoenix is here. The phoenix has to rise from somewhere. They have to rise from the darkness and the depths. The thing that I took off my screen before I showed y'all was I was looking up the history of Satan. To be honest, I'm like, I don't want that on here because I'm not like a Satanist, but I'm not afraid to look through a door to better understand it. And everything that I was saying, like, besides the fact that it's a title, was that originally he was put in place to get the bad guys. His name was the celestial prosecutor, the lawyer, the person who made sure that nobody got through to God if they were contaminated, so heaven can't get messed up. Of course, the person who is entrapping and arresting everybody for doing stuff is going to be looked at as the bad guy. I'm still pending on my full belief or understanding of that, although I do 100% understand that being a title, just like Inky was a title. This right here is, I'm not even going to say light energy. It's like energy that is burning so hot that it's getting light. But I don't think it started off like, y'all. What if the beast has to come first to like root up all the darkness and then Jesus comes behind and like, but what if it's like double Jesus? Like, you can catch me on my good day, you can catch me on my bad day. The morning and the evening star, right? Things to be considered. But I think this message is for masculine energies, guys. Because this is all dude, besides the Phoenix, that it looks like might be helping him. Remember, I just said there's a lady. It says guardian of books, guardian of the records. That was paired with the original Deadpool card. And I thought it was him coming out in the Phoenix phase. Yes, that is true. But a rebirth through whatever this connection or this meeting is. And I'm getting that something is going to pop off during fall. Or maybe this hero starts stepping into, because there's another hero card, stepping into the actual mission between fall and winter. It's like this person can no longer avoid their duty. They can no longer avoid that. They can see that stuff is happening in the world and they're starting to get the feeling that they can make a difference and they can no longer be complacent when they know they can make a difference, especially for like the group of people they feel drawn to help. Like, this person ain't want to get involved with all that, but at some like internal core part, this person always wanted to help in a big way in the world. They just never knew how they were going to help it or how big the mission that God was about to send them on was. I'm about to grab my astrology deck. I love this deck, by the way, guys. It's star codes and it actually lines up with your chart. So it'll tell me like exactly like this house, this sign, blah, 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 right? I'm going to put the other cards back because OCD. And I don't need all that out here. See, remember I said there was a girl? This is at the end of the other spread when I was asking about the who this person is. Yes, sweetness. You good? Give me some noodles. Oh, okay. Enjoy your noodles, love. Yeah. The only female energy was at the front and the back. It wasn't the three cards I pulled for this spread, but no, it's like this person has a sidekick or needs to link with their sidekick because that's what they're missing. They're missing the morale. Like, they know what they're supposed to do. They're jumping out there, but where the hell do they go next? The next card was the Phoenix. Be reborn. Be reborn. So, oh, where is this person or this collective? Where's my box? Being guided next. Cleaned up too good. Yes, I'm so sorry, guys. I have to do this on camera. It drives me crazy to have like all my cards out at one time. Like, they have to go back in their proper places. No. All right, so I got to grab this other deck too. When I just saw it, my soul was like, go on, get it. So, all right, guys. This message actually applies to all of us, I'm hearing, even though uh, the details, the mission is for one specific person who will somehow come across this message. Um, everybody needed to know that God is working on a hero. He's under development. Just somebody to speak out for the people. The thing about this is this hero had to be made for tough. The message I'm getting is you don't get to pick who saves you. You don't get to pick who the hero is. Your opinions as a community don't matter. God picked this person for a reason. If you are this person, God picked you for a reason. Don't worry about if you feel like you're qualified or you think there's somebody else who's more qualified. There's something about you that you don't know yet. Diamond in the rough. So where is this person currently being guided? Where is this person currently being guided? There's something important, as random as this is, about the color pink. I wish I could show y'all this shit. So you see this color, like this pink right here? What got my attention is I looked out my window and there's a woman walking by me. She has on these bright pink shorts, right? I'm like, all right, you cute girl, go ahead. But then I noticed that there's a guy at the car who has the exact same color on. And then I looked down and I saw this. Pink is self-love in that shade. Self-love and compassion. This is my, the numbers on the back. My bank card, right? Crazy story. And I don't know, it might have something to do with this, but it's the same. It's the pink. It's bright, like love pink. I got like email because they were releasing a pink card. And when I saw it, I was like, yes, that's it. That's what I need. I need to attract via the frequency of love, right? I even wrote the word love on it. My little card and put a heart. I did that. That's my heart, right? So I ordered the card, chilling. I'm at the time reading an erotica book, right? Crazy. It's about this dude. Dude's gonna sound bad, whatever. Don't judge me. So he totally kidnapped this girl. He was like, I gotta have that. So she just gotta sit here until she likes me, right? But during this time, she started acting better. So he was like, all right, cool. Take this card and you can go where you want to on occasion. It's just like, this is your money, right? The card was a pink Visa card. Now keep in mind, this is popping up in the book a couple days after I started reading it, right? Sorry, I'm trying to make me so. I'm trying to be nice. Be careful with that, please. Don't hurt yourself. A couple days afterwards, I'm like, oh, so all right, that's the game we playing. Fine. I get the card, and my expiration date is the date of the human that is attached to the spirit husband that keeps talking to me. Like, I can't make this shit up. He put me on a card, a leash, if you will, right? All things go together. Whatever that had to do with this, and I'm so sorry. She's 11. She don't know no better. That all the pieces are coming together. You just have to look at them like you're being led, even when you don't know you're being led. Maybe even disruptions are for a reason, right? Every piece is already in place. It's up to you to recognize that you're in the middle of being led, right? Because I had been reading that book for weeks. Nothing was going to tell me that suddenly there was going to come a part where the dude decided to like give her some money. And like, this is the only bank card I have, guys. Now, all my other accounts got closed. Like, I'm not even going to get into, like, I don't even, like, I got hit with something, but it's like, hey, you only get daddy's money now. Like, crazy. But where is this pink, this self-love energy? It's descendant, guys. Descendant is the seventh house. This is a partnership. It rules Libra. It rules Venus. Technically, it rules love. Invitation is the word on this one. This has something to do with that masquerade and that like secret meeting. That's me thinking, y'all. Like 2 weeks ago, I was being a smart ass to 211, right? And I'm like, you never buy me flowers. You never, like, it wasn't a thing that you did when we were like together and stuff. You didn't buy me flowers. And this, guess what he said, y'all? There's a Miley Cyrus song for that. The Miley Cyrus song, if you're not familiar, the chorus says, I can buy myself flowers. So of course, when he said this, I was like, bet this is why we ain't together anyway. I just like to like ask little questions just to make sure it's not my ego. And this is really God saying, no, God been told me just chop the head, just decapitate that, right? So I did. I have a whole my little vase because I brought myself some freaking flowers. Because no, why do I have to wait on somebody? I really could buy myself flowers. I could have the whole time. The key to all of this for this hero is loving themselves enough to take a chance on somebody else taking a chance on them. Isn't that crazy? Because this is descendant, right? Seventh house, partnership. This is Sagittarius. This is expand. And the word, it is expand at the bottom. This is grow, explore. This person can't do it alone because they'll like lose morale. They won't understand their direction. It's like this person is meant to be fighting. Like, hey, what is my task? All right, let me get the data on this. And I might go. Like they need to understand the assignment. Come together to expand and build. And then look, the seventh house actually popped up. The descendant is the beginning of the seventh house. The seventh house is like balls deep in the relationship. So the next step for this person is to jump out there on the messages that have been sent to them because the pieces have already been put into place, whether this person knows it or not. So for instance, if this person is like nervous about meeting or mentioning any of this to anybody, the person that they go to or that they end up running into or that God leads them to is already gonna like be in alignment. Like this person's gonna jump out there and talk to somebody and then they're gonna realize, like, hey dude, I knew you were coming because like it's gonna be something that crazy. It's like everything in my world turned into a message that somebody was on the way. That's what the fuck happened to me. He didn't show up. But you know, everybody's going through different things. Everybody has different pieces of the Judgment Day puzzle. There's no other way to say it. So I'm actually ending in a strange way uh with this dark mirror deck. The dark mirror is like what's hidden, what's secret, what's not being seen. So being told to close here is interesting. What message do I need to close with today? What message do I need to deliver? This is very, come out, wherever you are. And that is exactly the feeling I got here. Is that a horse, y'all? Right here. Can y'all see that on my, that's definitely a, can I even, I feel like it makes it worse when I try to get in close for y'all to see, like, just stop. It's a colorless angel with a horse behind her, but this is a dark horse. There goes that, I don't want to do this anymore. Despite several interruptions, you are going to complete your task. Yes, that's what I'm going to take from this in her random pop-ups. Like a million things tried to stop you from your mission. Like literally everything. And this is calling the storm. So it's like even more stuff is going to continue to be peeled away until you are a translucent vessel for source, naked before the stars, open and available to do what God wants you to do. That's real, and that's crazy. Who knew that the dark is you have no choice, baby. Either you do this or you bring it down the house on yourself. You will continue to get strapped. That little bag that that pool was carrying, if you don't jump, even that little bag gonna get snatched. God is asking you to forget everything about who you were in a sense of that being your core personality. You're being asked to be an exalted version of yourself or to be open to becoming an exalted version of yourself to do something great because some not so great things are happening and you have the ability to make a difference because God has given you a sword to fight these things. That sword might be your tongue. And you know what? What's crazy? Because you're going to be led. There's going to be the same way that I am able to channel and like here, there's going to be angel or something like that you're channeling, that you're speaking on behalf of. And I think it's Michael, dead ass, whoever this I'm talking to. You know why? Because at the end of that, is that a knight with a sword. And the word is sacrifice. You are sacrificing everything that you thought this life would be in order to be what God meant you to be. And guess what? You already knew what you were meant to be when you were a child. Somebody talked you out of it. Somebody made you feel like it wasn't possible. Like all your childhood dreams of just doing all this stuff got knocked down. But that original plan that you had, that was it. That's why there's a part of you that it constantly feels like guilty or weighed down, or like there's something you were supposed to do that you didn't do. It has to do with whatever you thought you were going to be when you were a child, because that's what you were meant to be in the first place. You are important to many, many other people. Don't worry about the jealous people around you who are trying to stop you, who don't see your vision, because your vision is like on a HDMI cable, right? Between you and God. You and God and the person that is being sent to help you or that is meant to help you, right? It is a private mission. Nobody's supposed to know you got this sword. Nobody's supposed to know. Nobody needs to know that white horse dude is up and working on becoming the knight. So if you try to talk to anybody that is not like designated, they won't get it. They'll try to talk you out of it. It's like, and then they'll get removed. Anybody in the way of this mission, that's how important this is going to get removed. If you think you're having fun doing this thing over here, nope, gone. You are getting backed energetically into a corner because you got called by God and God moved everything. Everything. Should have said moves everything, but nah, my Negro soul kicked in. God move everything out of the way because he gave you the sword to be his tongue, his ambassador. Let's do it. Ambassador during a time period where the rest of the world is going to act up. And don't worry about whether or not you believe you are good enough to be an example to other people. It doesn't matter who tries to qualify or disqualify you. God has qualified you. That's all that matters. So, a person who acts as a representative or promoter of a specified activity. You have been chosen as an ambassador for the Most High. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you've done. Yes, that was from the Backstreet Boys. It doesn't matter because there is something that has been hidden inside of you this whole time. Little you knew it, but nobody else got it because it wasn't for them to get. But because of the fact that you started tucking away that special, like this little light of mine, right? It didn't get damaged. You covered it, you hid it so other people didn't see it. It's like you wanted to give Martin Luther King speeches, but nobody was around to listen. So you just kept all them speeches inside and all those bright ass thoughts that were too deep for other people. And they just kept compiling like all the smart stuff you wanted to say. And soon it's like that's going to roll over. Like you got to write about it. You got to talk about it. You're not going to be able to contain the fact that God has sort of chosen you to be a conduit for somebody who's really important. And by somebody, I mean an angel. I hope, I'm going to guess that's why I was called on here to do this message. Um, and whoever this message was for gets it. And all the little random things in here that happened are actually supposed to be clues to the person that is meant to get it, like even the pink and the roses and all that sort of stuff was supposed to be specific enough that the person that this message is for gets it because you're important. I cannot stress that enough. What weapon did God give Michael? Hold on. As I'm loading now, this will be I think it's the last thing. It was in the search. What weapon did God give Michael? In the 1667 English epic poem, Paradise Lost by John Milton, Michael commands the army of angels loyal to God against the rebel forces of Satan, armed with a sword from God's armory. He bests Satan in personal combat, wounding his side. I don't know where that was. I mean, I understand that. But when I thought about the wounding his side was the wound that took him out, I thought about the fact that the wound in Jesus's side was supposed to be the one that took him out on the cross, even though I don't believe that he died on the cross. That's a whole nother thing. If you are an occultist, you're aware that every demon can be bound by its angel, its higher self. Every lower self can be bound by its higher self or slayed only by the angel that is in charge of it. I think that white horse and that dark horse is like Michael finally, or even double white horse. It's Michael slaying his own shadow, like Peter slaying his shadow. He's the only person that could shut it down because it's like the echo of his existence. Like he is the king of the world, technically. Like if I type that in here, what pops up? Probably Titanic. Who is the king of the world? Stop it. We don't know him. King of the universe, king of everything. Who is the one true king? Jesus. Savior, teacher, son of man, son of God, the world's true king. His kingdom is unlike any this world has ever seen or known. Yeah, this is definitely a call for somebody that sits on their throne. That was supposed to be me in my African accent, which I should never do. And it just made me want some brown stew chicken. So I'm gonna go find something to eat. Bye, y'all.